Hello and welcome to this video on Meraki Secure Port. Today I'm going to show you how to configure it and what to think about after you have configured it. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. You have the network, then you go to network wide, secure port, and you toggle to enabled and save it. After you save it, you will have some disconnections while it downloads the new certificate. So just keep that in mind, that all your access points under that network will disconnect temporarily. All right, so let's see what we get here from the documentation. Here we have all the models and the minimum firmware required. We have, this is the switches, and then we have the access points. So if you connect a, say for example, MR36, that is not, okay, it is actually included here, but let's say it's a MR that is not supported. If you connect that to Meraki MS for a secure port, it will not be recognized and the configuration will not be overridden. So that port will use its port or the port configuration it had. A secure port will not override it, as it is not supported and therefore will not be recognized. On the other hand, if it's a supported Meraki MR connected to a supported Meraki switch for a secure port, then that port will override the current configuration on that port. So say for example you have access VLAN 250 on the Meraki access point, and you have that configured on the port now, and now you enable secure port. What will happen? So what will happen is the native VLAN and the management VLAN, say for example you have management VLAN 1, that will override the configuration which you have, and you will have a trunk, as this will use trunk. So now you have allowed VLAN all and you have a trunk mode of access. So think about that. Now the good thing is that if you connect, for example, if you have all ports configured as guest ports on the Meraki MS for security reasons, you only want people to connect to the internet, so you only have VLAN 250, and you want to connect but you still want to have the Meraki access points as trunk, as you have different SSIDs and VLANs there. And what will happen is you don't need to change the configuration on the port. Now you just plug in the Meraki access points and that will be trunk. So that's a very good thing and security enhancement. All right, so what do we have more? Now let's see the progress. Here's what it looks like while it starts to connect to the Meraki cloud and download the certificate. At this time you only have the management VLAN which you can reach, and after it has successfully downloaded everything and connected, you have allowed VLAN all. As you see here, we have switch management VLAN as the native VLAN and the type is trunk. Sometimes it can fail. Say for example you have some issues on the wired or on the cable or something else, or the access points or the access point is corrupted. I would advise to contact Meraki support for that if you have any of those issues. Sometimes you just need to restart the access points and hopefully it will come online. Now one thing I want to mention also is if you have the networks separated but you have the same physical network. So say for example I have one site but I have separated them like this. So I have like automation network 1, 2, 3, 2, automation 1, 2, and Luminet. If I have those all in the same physical switch, all those access points in the same physical switch, but I have them separated, logically, there has been some issues sometimes. I know that Meraki has solved those issues, and I think it will work. But just to keep in mind that if you have that, just be cautious and yeah, just see if that reoccurs or not. But usually they have solved those issues by now, and as it is adopted now widely on many networks. So that is all actually I wanted to talk about regarding secure port. I hope you find this useful, and thank you guys for watching.